Welcome along to your weekend strategy guide. Hopefully you are through in this week's Imola GP and you are making it through to the opening round on Saturday and hopefully the opening round to final round then on Sunday. Still Hulkenberg with a 10% stat boost. Make sure to check him out. We've got Glide, Equinox and Stabilizer all 10% boosted as well. So, as always, as we get the cough out, we do these videos nice and early, so obviously we are still in qualifying at the moment. So with that, what sort of tracks have we got coming up in these rounds to come? So it's the same for opening round and final round. We have got Imola, 8 laps to come. We've had this in qualifying. Also in qualifying, we've had Bahrain, 7 laps. We've got Jeddah, 6 laps though this year from 7 last year. We've got Australia again, but it's in the wet. We have got Baku for 7 laps, Austin fully in the wet, and we've got Monaco and then Imola again to round off for the final time. So remember, in this video, we are picking what we believe are some of the best boosts to use and some of the best strategies that are overall going to be available to use for all of the series. Now, we are currently building these off around a 40 tyre management driver. So if we add in tyre boosts, obviously they get stronger. But make sure to match your car, make sure you match your boosts to the track stats, and you will absolutely score some decent points. Now, let me know down below if you have made it to opening round. Just hit, I've made it. And that's all we need to know. I want to see how many of you are making it through. So, let's get into the strategy guide. Let's tick off Imola first. Now, we've got Imola for the first race and the last race, so we'll only go through it once. So, don't need to worry about the wet weather. However, it is up to 40 degrees. So what we usually say is if the track temperature is over 32 degrees, then usually you will need to take a slower compound. So if you're running softs, for example, for 3 laps, you might want to run at mediums. If you're running a 4 medium, and it's 40 degrees, you might want to use hards instead. That's what it usually works out to be. It's going to destroy your tyres. So, let's just put the normal strategy and then take that into account. So we've got the free soft, 2 soft from the front at this defending and power unit track. Palm and Frost, pretty good boost, good for tyres, good for race start in there as well. Now 4 medium worked absolutely wonders for me in the qualifying round using Frost, so that does also remain. Now from the back we've got the 2 soft, 3 medium, with Rooster and Gladiator, both giving power unit, both giving race start. And we've got the 4 hard in here too. Now, as you can see in the map down below, you've got a good straight to conserve power unit every single lap. And you want to be attacking it in the corners at Imola because it is really, really effective to go and do. So a good track Imola, and hopefully you can score some points. It's pretty slow on the 2-stop, but if you're out front, it's not going to be a problem. The problem is you don't want to double stack your cars. That's why we do put the alternative strategies in there too. So next up then on our circuit list is Bahrain. We had this in qualifying as well. So we're leaving these strategies in there, but I'm going to give you a little secret as to some of the changes that we can make as well. So we're going to do some more learning at the weekend. So we've got the 2 soft, 3 soft, 2 soft from the front with Kawhi and Rooster. We've also got a 4 medium, 3 soft with Nazar and Frost to give you that extra little bit of tyre life. From the back then, we've got the 3 medium, 2 soft with Karai and Rooster. And we've got 4 hard, 3 medium, Copper and Rooster as well. Now, some of the things that we've noticed so far, if you've got around 50 tyre management, you can run just about, 55 tyre management, a 4 medium, 3 soft. That does work quite nicely. The extra tyre gives you more chances to push. Now you can also, from the front, do a 3 soft, 4 hard with the same sort of tyre management. So do factor them in as well. And obviously, if we're finding they're really working, we will go ahead and change it. Now, these strategy guides don't just go ahead and do it for champion. They're all for all the divisions. But obviously, we will talk through any better strategies for maybe the higher divisions where possible. Bahrain is an overtaking and power unit circuit, so you can look at boosts like Unstoppable as well, which will see you do okay. Good overtaking for that one. But conserve 2 places Attack in Sector 2, you can see I've circled it there as well. Some really strong places to overtake at Bahrain. Then we move on to this track, and it's Jeddah, and it's 6 laps compared to the 7 that we had last season. So do be careful with that one. Tyre management and speed is the track stats for this weekend's Jeddah circuit. And it's pretty much the similar strategies all the way through. From the front driver, too soft, too soft, too soft. We've got that firework and eclipse boost in there. We've got a bit of race start, a bit of speed, a bit of overtaking. We've got eternal flame and firework for the free medium, giving you a little bit of tyres on the eternal flame as well. So the free medium is the question mark that we're going to try and do. Drivers starting at the back, we're doing the same strategies, but we've also got the free hard, because obviously your tyre management is not going to be as good and you need race start, and we're going to have Street Shark and firework all available to you as well. Now, 2 good places to conserve. Really, you want to be attacking that first sector, so all the way down that left-hand side as you look, and then you want to conserve or go to medium all the way up the right-hand side, pretty much, and then conserve at the end and come round the last corner with speed. Works very nicely. 1 stop is great from the back. A 2 stop is going to be vital as well, so that you don't double stack either. That's going to be the key at this track of Jeddah. And then we'll move to our next one, and it's Australia. Now, we had this in the dry. Clear my throat. We had it in the dry. We haven't raced this one in the wet, so we are kind of guessing the strategies for now. However, we'll tell you through some alternatives as well. So last season, this was a 4 wet track. It was too tough to go 5 laps, so we kept them at 4 wet. Now, last season, half of the front field pitted on lap 5, half of the back field pitted on lap 4. So you need to get a good race start so you can get ahead of the pack early. In this case, you need to get a good gap between the 2 drivers. And if you can't do a 4 wet, you're going to have to look at a 3 wet, 2 wet, or a 2 wet, 3 wet. Look at them options as well. But we've got Rooster and Gladiator because it is a defending and power unit circuit. Now, I did have a look at Iron Force, which has got good defending too. It didn't really make a difference round here, so do give that a go. Rooster and Gladiator, seemingly your best boosts. On the right, you'll see the track map, comb straight, and that middle sector, really good for conserving the power unit. And then, again, fly through it. We move on to Baku. Baku speed circuit, that is one thing that we need to take in effect. Overtaking as well for that circuit. Now, this is a dry track, so we're all good to run through the dry strategies. So we used to do a 2-stop on this circuit. It used to be a 3-2-2 when it was 8 laps. But now we're going to do, well, it's 7 laps, isn't it? It hasn't changed. Get my facts right. 3-2-2 we used to do. We're going to stick with a 1-stop strategy. 3 medium, 4 hard, firework and skull for the front drivers. We've reversed that for driver 2. Driver starting at the back, we've got the same strategy, but Street Shark and firework. Now, if you've got good tyre management, it might be that you'll actually be able to do 3 soft, 4 medium, and a 4 medium, 3 soft, or even just a 4 medium, 3 medium. That is what we're going to find out as we race through Baku. But at the moment, we're being safe on our strategies so that we don't want you running out of tyres and you can safely get through the strategies. Now, on the track map down below, you can see the long straight at Baku. You want to be conserving all the way down there to gain some power unit. And if you've got some speed on your setup, you're not going to lose too much at all in terms of pace. So definitely worth giving that a shot. And then we have Austin, USA, and it's a fully wet race. And we're guessing again, really, on this one. 100% chance of rain. Now, we are thinking that you can do, potentially with good tyre management, a 4 wet, 3 wet and a 3 wet, 4 wet. However, we are not confident currently on the tyre management available to be able to do that. So as that is the case, we're going to play safe, but we're going to assess this when we go into the race. A 2 wet, 2 wet, 3 wet and a 3 wet, 2 wet, 2 wet is our strategies for our drivers, Rooster and Gladiator. So we're going to wait until the GP on Saturday. We're going to learn a lot from what the AI do, and we're going to learn a lot for you at home as well. And then in future ones of these, we are going to change the strategies accordingly. but you could be able to do a 4-3 round Austin. Just double check it, but it might just be a 2-stop at this current 50 plus tyre management range, or even lower at the moment. At least that strategy will cover off, and it will be very usable down in junior, challenger, and probably contender as well. Down the straights, conserve every time. You can see down that back straight and down the home straight as well. It is a race start power unit, so that is why we have got Rooster and Gladiator both selected for Austin. And then we've got one more to go. We've got the man, the myth, the legend, the iconic Monaco Grand Prix. So with this one, it is dry. We've got a cheap strategy at the front, a 4 soft, 4 medium, Nazar and Frost. Now you will run out of tyres at the end of sector 2. Keep pushing, you won't lose any time, trust me. We've also got the 5 medium, 3 soft in there as well. Now, drivers starting P13 to P24. We've got a 4 medium because we understand that your tyre management is a little bit more difficult. And we have got Cuppa and Prince. A bit of defending in there, a bit of cornering because it is a defending and cornering track. And we've got a 3 soft, 5 hard Cuppa and Prince in there too. No need to worry about the wet tyres because we won't be needing them. But remember, you might run out of tyres on this track, but as long as you've got power unit and you can push, you're going to be absolutely fine to keep pushing. So that is your weekend strategy guide, our first one of the season complete for the Imola Grand Prix. Make sure to go and give them a try. Let me know any feedback down below, and we'll be updating these all the time because they are very new, they're very fresh, and we've got to learn what the AI do as well. So give it an absolute go. Go and smash it, and I really hope you do like the video and comment down below. Show your support for these strategy guides.